First they said I couldn't, then they said I shouldn't. Never scared to get this bread. I built my team and kept it pushing. First they said I couldn't, then they said I shouldn't. Never scared to get this bread. I built my team and kept it pushing. I see you with your hands up. Bitch, put your hands down. If you didn't fuck with me then, don't fuck with me now. If you didn't fuck with me then, don't fuck with me now. I see you with your hands up. Bitch, put your hands down. I've been grinding, working on these fucking verses for some years. Now they say I'm on my way, check GPS, I'm almost.
Welcome to another episode of Just Be a Man About It. It's your boy, Damann Rocc. Hell no, that ain't my motherfucking intro. Cut that. Things you gotta do when you the cameraman, the motherfucking light man, you the motherfucking sound man, you the motherfucking computer man, and you the motherfucking talent. But hey, if my boy James Brown can do it, boy, he say I want to be both. I want to be the entertainment, but more importantly, I want to be the business, baby. Welcome to Just Be a Man About It. Because like always, as always, we will be a man about it. But I thank you for tuning in to another episode of this podcast. This ain't your granddaddy podcast, your uncle podcast, or even your brother podcast. This is hosted by Damann Rocc. And with that being said, this podcast is for you ladies, I must admit, man, because brothers, most of them are knuckleheads, so they're not going to listen to another brother most of the time, and especially when they're talking about what I'm going to talk about. But sometimes, hey, for those brothers that come through and can respect the game and know that, hey, I'm out here dropping jewels, maybe you need to pick up one and be a better man at just being a man about it. But if you are, then I respect that. But if you ain't, then hey, I appreciate the haters. I must admit, man, hey, brothers ain't hating what they ain't listening to, because you can't hate who you don't know, so you gotta be listening. You tuned in, brother? I appreciate you if you is. But if you ain't, back to the ladies. Because as my uncle always told me, you do what the woman wants you to do, and trust me, more women want you to do it. Yes, I will. But thank y'all for checking in, man. If you ain't like, subscribe, or better yet, hit the bell, then you're doing 3 things wrong before we start. Go ahead and do that for me. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, or more importantly, hit that bell so that you never miss a thing. But thanks again for tuning in to Just Be a Man About It. Well, we speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Most of the times you'll see me by myself holding it down, but sometimes I go get the convo with the kings, because, you know, let me give you a little disclaimer. I'll be the first to admit that I am a man, not all men. I don't represent all men. No. I'm a 41-year-old man that understands this game enough to be able to speak on it, and that's what I do. But I do call myself Damann Rocc for a lot of different reasons, if you know what I mean. But if you don't, then to be honest with you, demand is in demand. I want to be in demand, so I am the man to be in demand, because the truth is, it's only one me, baby. God didn't make duplicates. I ain't got no goddamn twins, so I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But I thank y'all for tuning in, where this is a judge-free zone. I want you to comment, I want you to subscribe, I want you to like, I want you to hit the bell. But I really want you to comment, because this thing here, only reason I'm doing podcasts is because I would like to interact more. I would like engagement. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody, you know, put a bug in my ear a while back about how my post on Facebook be very engaging. You know what I'm saying? I can easily hit 100, 200 comments. Like, you know, people want to be a part of what I'm talking about, because it is pretty interesting. So do a podcast, man. Get out to more people, man. You know, and more importantly, I can't type that fast. You know what I'm saying? So if you know how Facebook really go, you get 10, 15, 20 women talking to you at the same time, getting their 2 cents in. It'd be hard to get back at them. And then sometimes they feel like they winning the argument because you ain't said nothing, but they don't realize I just ain't get back to you yet. But at the same time, with the podcast, I would love for y'all to interact with me. I would love for you to leave comments. I would love for you to DM me at Bonafide MIA Media 305. I would love for you to holler at me on Facebook. It's the same thing, Bonafide 305 Media. So get at me. I'm here, you know, but I appreciate it and thank you for tuning in to another episode. But as always and like always, I will be a man about it. And then today, baby, I can't even lie to you. I'm talking to you ladies. Gotta speak on it. Gotta be real with you now. Now, hey. Before y'all start rolling your eyes and your neck and patting that weed, you know how the man get down. This ain't your first episode. I hope this ain't your first episode. If that's the case, where you been? Come catch up now. Got some more podcasts over here. Come on. Don't do me like that. But if you know me, then you know. We finna get to it, like always. But more importantly, I talk straight to you. I never talk down to you. There's a very big difference in the two, and as long as we clear on that, I'm good with it. But at the same time, because as always, like always, I will be a man about it. Ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? Nah. This term that women like to say, I'm a single parent. Now, we're going to have to dig a little deeper today about that topic, I must admit, because that one kind of bothered me. Because some women be single and so-called parenting, but if I can be honest with you, if I can be so honest with you, you are a single woman. You're not a single parent. If you're taking in child support, if that man is a part of that child's life, 50%, then how dare you say that you just a single parent? You're not a single parent. You're a single woman raising a child, but you're not a single parent. And this is just for the real men like myself that are trying to be fathers. Not baby daddies. We want to be fathers. And that's the part that a lot of people are having a problem with. And more importantly, I think that's the biggest concept or misconception that's going on. Because women be quick to scream, I'm a single parent. No, you're a single woman that's depending on child support and more importantly, have help because he wants to be a part of his child's life. But for whatever reason, let's just say that he isn't. How much of that did you commit to or contribute to the fact that he's not? Because I must admit, and I'm just going to speak on it, as always, like always, I will be a man about it. But this topic run deep, I must admit. If you know me, then you know. I talk about real life, man. I talk from the heart, man. And to be honest with you, I'm an open book. Because in anything in my past, I'm not ashamed of. Everything in my past has got me right here. Got me to this point right here. And I will never be ashamed of that fact. But back to what I'm talking about on current events is that my daughter is 19 years old. I have a 19-year-old daughter that y'all might see from time to time, and hopefully things will get better by the time this really start to boom. But at the same time, when I'm recording this right now, I'm man enough to say I'm not the father I would like to be to the one that I know is my firstborn. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all boys don't understand what fatherhood is if you can't experience or understand the truth of the first child. Yeah, man. We get deep on Just Be a Man about it. Got that Kavasi in my cup. You know how a real man get down, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with having something. Yeah. But like I said, man, I have a 19-year-old daughter. And it hurts me to feel as if all I am is child support. All I am is child support. And like I said, man, you know, I get deep on my show. And when I get deep, then I have to talk about my personal. Because I'm an open book. And I want you to be an open book when you comment or like or hit the subscribe button and know that you can holler at me about real shit. Yeah. I ain't gotta use your name, but at the same time, if you got a topic or a subject that you would like to speak on or want me to speak on, then please feel free to holler at me. I'm human. Yeah, I want to blow up in this podcast thing, but I'll never forget where I come from. I'm from the bottom. I'm from the bottom of the bottom. To be honest with you, you can't get no closer to Cuba than me, baby. That's some real shit. That's how in the bottom I am. I am the last stop before you hit water, baby. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But on Just Be a Man About It, I pride myself on being a man of substance, a man of facts, and more importantly, a man of a past. Yeah. A man of knowing that I'm not perfect, that I do have flaws, and I'm still working towards being a better man, a better father. But it bothers me, man, that I know in my heart that I tried to be a father to my 19-year-old child from day one. Even though to be 100, and like I say, as always, I will be a man about it. My mama was number 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in a full-fledged relationship with a woman that I did love and did care about. But to be 100 with you, I've been with her almost a good year, 2 years at that point, and know that she couldn't have kids. You see what I'm saying? Like, she couldn't have kids, so I ain't saying that was a reason, but the fact of that, knowing that a woman was pregnant for me officially for the first time, because, I mean, as always, I'm gonna be a man about it. It ain't the first time a woman done told me she was pregnant by me. Now, let me be 100. I must admit, I had a few in high school think that I was some ticket out of, I don't know, but, you know, they tried to lay that on me and never got past no trimester. You feel what I'm saying? But when she got past that trimester and the shit was real, then I had to tell the woman that I know had my heart that at the same time, I'm gonna be a father. I fucked up, I cheated. You know what I'm saying? And that was some real shit or even some hard shit to even talk about to her because I loved her. You know what I'm saying? I was 20. I was 20. I was 20 and she was 21. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I've been with her for a minute, and to be honest with you, when I tell you quality, boy, she was quality. You know, but I'm 20 years old. I'm in Orlando for the first time on my own, living solo, living with my college homeboys and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was living, we was enjoying, we was thriving. I leave it like that, if you know me. Yeah. We was thriving. And you know, I fucked around and got a woman pregnant that lived in the same apartment complex, you know? And from the jump though, let's be 100, you know what I'm saying? This woman told me, boy, if I don't drop my old lady, if I don't get rid of my people, she gonna make it hard for me the whole time for my daughter. That's something I give her respect, props, whatever you wanna say, cause when I tell you the woman was a woman of her word, she a woman of her word, man. And you know, I just be a man about it. You know what I'm saying? At all times, but that hurt. That bothered me. You know what I'm saying? And that was the structure or the foundation that my relationship, my first one was born on. That the fact that I didn't do it her way and she was gonna make me pay for it not doing it her way. Cause there wasn't no way I was letting go of what I had. I know what I had. I was out here fucking up and playing around and fucking around and got a baby. But it wasn't no question of the quality of woman that I had at the time. Ain't no question. So when it came down to the get down and I had to make that type of decision, I have to be honest with you. I chose my old lady over the fact that you ain't finna dictate how I'm finna be a father. You're not gonna dictate who's in my life while I'm going through the process of really just being 100, knowing that this is even my child or not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the time, you know, if I can be honest with you, I still didn't know for a fact. I've heard before, okay, yeah, you pregnant from me. You think I'm finna leave my old lady, somebody that I know is 110 for me, for a woman that just talking about how you think you pregnant for me, and then to find out that she had an old man at the time too? Man, shit, I wasn't giving her a home team for that. But she did make it very clear to me, if I did not, she was gonna make it very hard for me with my daughter, man. So, You know, fast forward to the baby being born, man, and that's some 100 shit. That's just how she did it, to the point where she didn't even tell me she had the baby. I wasn't calling her every day, I must admit. But the thing about it is, and I'm going to tell you, you can talk to her yourself. If you know her, then you know. Or if you know her, then you should talk to her. Ask her yourself. I took that woman to every single doctor's appointment as if that child mine, because I didn't blink. I didn't blink. When it got to about 6 months and I was able to see the baby, man, I was so attached to that little child, man, that at the same time, I know in my heart I would have walked away, but I would have been there if that child wasn't even mine. You see what I'm saying? I would not have walked away. I couldn't lie to you. So even if the child wasn't mine. But at that point, I must admit, you know, I was already all in, because like I say, I took her to every single doctor's appointment without fail. Every single doctor's appointment. Oh boy, that kvass is good. But you know, so at this point, you know, I'm still with my old lady. I ain't letting her go for nothing. But she don't know I'm taking baby mama to be to every single doctor's appointment. Nah, I must admit, she ain't know that shit. She ain't know that shit. But I did tell her that, yo, I'm gonna be a father, man. I'm gonna find out if this is my child, man. But once again, I knew I had quality, and she didn't blink, man. She couldn't see it no other way. That's the quality of a woman it was, that she respected the fact that I wanted to be a father more than the fact that I just broke her damn heart and told her I had another woman pregnant. Knowing this girl can't have no kids, but you get another motherfucker pregnant. You feel what I'm saying? But my old lady didn't blink, my nigga, when I told her I wanted to be a father. I'm gonna be a father. This is my first child. I really believe that this is finna happen. This is real. Listen, we gotta talk. You see what I'm saying? But I was blessed. She was a real one. And, you know, like I said, she rolled with me on that. So fast forward to my daughter being born. July the 5th. I always tell her, well, they had fireworks the day before you was born, but daddy didn't know when you was born. I didn't know until about 3 days later, man. And I got a call from the auntie, which I thought was her sister when she lived behind me, though. But hey, that's for another day. But it's all good. Turned out to be her auntie, you know what I'm saying? And her auntie worked for the county, so it was like, ooh. Cause let me give you a little backdrop. Now I'm not gonna go too far back on you, but trust and believe me, man. If you know me, then you know. I don't know what name you know me by, because it broke down in different sections of my life depending on when you met me and how you met me. You know what I'm saying? No telling what name you might have known. But at the same time, when it came to the ladies back in the day, I went by Sir Quan, baby. Sir Quan. Yeah, I know y'all hating that motherfucker, but back then that shit was poppin'. But like I say, I went by Sir Quan. So, you know, once I realized it was real and that I was gonna be a real father, or I wanted to step into those shoes, it was very important for me to step up and be a man about it and let her know, listen, my name ain't no goddamn Sir Quan. My name is... Oh, you thought I was gonna tell you my name? If you don't know my name, like government, then you ain't subscribed, you ain't hit the like button, and you damn sure ain't got the bell wrong, so hey. You not doing your part anyway. Holla at me though.
Taxi!
But anyway, I made sure she knew the government. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was very important that she knew who it was she was dealing with. So I made sure I went out there and let her know what was what. And now we about a month, 2 months out, and we talking baby names and shit. Now don't get me wrong, by then I knew it was a girl. You know, but we got to the point of last names, and you know, we're about a good 2 months out. I'm still taking all her doctor's appointments, but I ain't fucking her no more. I must admit, I ain't touch her while she was pregnant, not once. I ain't touch her. I was too busy trying to keep home team. Boy, I ain't gonna lie to you. I did not want to lose home team for this, man. I felt like I fucked up and I'd be doubling up on the fuck up if I lost home team. Yeah. So it was unwritten law. Nigga, hey, and that's why she didn't know about the doctor's appointments all the time. But at the same time, in my heart, I wasn't touching BM. I ain't care about that. Hey, you ain't messing with me and my old lady. I love this woman. I love this woman. That's just on that and shit. I love that woman. But, you know, at that time, it was kind of like, you know, I was all in, you know, and then she tell me some fuck shit about how she not gonna name my child after me.
What?
Once again, now I told you, this woman told me from the jump, man, she gonna make this shit hell, bro. Oh, you don't wanna leave your old lady for me? Cause when I tell you that she knew I had an old lady, I was 100 with her when I met her. But more importantly, she lived right behind my apartment. So I had a donk back then, you know what I'm saying? Dual pipes on my donk, you know what I'm saying? So shit, I came to the apartment, I had to be banging music, man. You heard my pipes, you know what I'm saying? You heard me coming from when I first got in the apartment, and we stayed way to the back. So by the time I got there, that hoe knew what time it was. And you know, she used to sit on her, she used to sit on her AC unit in the back of her shit, so she'll see me roll by. And I had clear boards. I ain't had no dark boards. I had no tints on my shit. It was straight clear boards on that pussy pink Chevy. Y'all remember? Old time. But anyway, yeah, so she would be able to see if I had somebody in the car. And a lot of times back then, you know, even though I was doing my thing, I had 2 jobs too. You know what I'm saying? So I got off at a certain time, and more importantly, I went and got my old lady almost every night and took her to the crib with me. You know what I'm saying? Or she'll come out to the second job and hang out. Cause I was supposed to be a security guard. Yeah, I was a kid and some shit, alright. Yeah, that building will be okay. Fuck that building. Let me get my check. But anyway, so she'll be out there chilling with me, and you know, from there we'll go to the crib. But 8 out of 10 she was there. And unfortunately, when them 8 out of 10, that's when that baby shit happened. But anyway, so you know, she was very spiteful. Now she'll never run up on, nah boy, hey, she was quiet, she was a good girl, but she could fight. So she ain't want that pressure. She ain't want no smoke. So she never ran up on my old lady, or she'll never, you know, cause a scene or come over to the crib unannounced, but she would know when I'm home. So when she know when I'm home, then all of a sudden she go to, you know, I guess what she used to do was write notes. She'll write notes and slide them under my door and shit. But knowing, you know, hey, sometimes they did it, sometimes they don't. So I ain't the first person to always walk out the damn door. So my old lady will find the notes. But more importantly, it kind of helped me because my old lady knew, damn, you ain't fucking with this bitch for real. No, baby, I ain't fucking with that bitch for real, baby. For real. I ain't fucking with that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, at that point, you know, I ain't really care about the notes, but I knew she knew when to do it because she knew she only did it when I had company. She only did it when I had company. But at the same time, she made sure to let me know when those doctor's appointments was, because that's what my shit. I just want to come to the doctor's appointments, make sure I'm on point, make sure I take you, make sure I hear what the doctor's saying. You know what I'm saying? Let me be real. I don't need no secondhand information. But when it came down to the birth, man, I found out 3 days later, man, unfortunately. You know, her aunt felt it important to call me and let me know, but it wasn't even to call me and let me know. It was more importantly that there was time for the birth certificate, and them people was pressuring her on what name to put down as the father.
Huh? What? Wow.
Oh, yeah. Who to put down as the motherfucking father.
Huh? Wow. What?
Okay, pressure. But nah, no real pressure. I came out there and I was just 100 with her, man. I want a blood test before I signed anything. That pissed her the fuck off. The chick had a nigga in there with her, bruh. He had another nigga there already. This gonna be a good one. So you know I gotta get it to you raw. Cause the truth of the matter is, the only reason I was there, it was child support time. Don't forget I told you, woman, go get her now. A woman can smell opportunity. So she thought she was finna sniff herself out the projects on the nigga, bruh.
What?
Ooh. Yeah, man, I think her and the little nigga had a plan after he realized that wasn't his jit. Cause he must have did a blood test or something, cause he knew for a fact that wasn't his jit. So now he wanted her to go after child support. And if y'all don't know how child support really work, is a woman can get more money on top of the money that she's supposed to get for just personally you sending child support by putting down the right nigga name to go after. Huh? Oh yeah. Huh? Oh yeah. Trust and believe. Child support gives her benefits based on the fact that if she can sign a nigga to pay this shit back, if she can sign a nigga, and since we talking about it, birth certificates and all that, let me be 100 with y'all, man. I live in Florida. Yeah. And in Florida, if you're married to a woman and she goes out and cheats on you and have a baby from another nigga, you are responsible for that child. What? Oh, I don't think they heard me. They ain't hear that? You, what? As the husband of the cheating ass woman, what? Are responsible for that child. What? Wow. You. Huh? What? No, you. What? Wow. Game ain't fair, man. Game ain't fair. But she wanted me to sign a damn birth certificate on the spot and not realizing, nigga, hey, I might be new to this, but I ain't new to this. Trust me. It's my first jit, my first rodeo, but I know enough or enough people around me to know that you don't sign no paperwork until you are sure. And I wasn't sure. So fuck a DNS, what I did? A DNS. I didn't do a DNA. I did a mama DNA. Yeah, mama DNA. All the real ones know what that is. See, I'm old school, man. And back in the day, you ain't had no DNA test. You took her ass to grandma's house, you took her ass to your mama's house, and you let them tell you that this your jit. Ain't nothing like the old school. I'm from the old school. So, alright, no problem. Baby born. I found out 3 days later. I'm not even sure why she was still in the hospital. I must admit, I was so upset to know that I done took you to every doctor's appointment, but yet it's still it's time for the big show and you don't tell the star that a new star is on their way? Huh? What? Who does that? Oh. A cheating ass motherfucker that had a nigga the whole time, had a nigga the whole time. I thought her auntie was her sister, cause she young. I just thought she was the baby sister of an older chick when I met her, you know what I'm saying? Introduced her as her sister. Come to find out she was living with her auntie for a while, you know what I'm saying? And I met her ass and I must admit now, this is way back when. This girl didn't have no kids, so whatever y'all see on the internet of my baby mama now, shit, that wasn't the baby mama I seen walking to the laundromat, boy. Oh, catching the bus back and forth. Oh my goodness. And I give her this, boy. She was a tall glass of sexy back then, boy. Had some nice, decent, cause she played basketball, so she had a nice structure, but she had some height to her. If you know me, then you know I'm only 5'9". I think she was like 5'11". She was nice, bro. I must admit, boy. To see that eye candy when I did, boy, I don't have no regrets of jumping on her, but of course I should have wrapped up. I wasn't fucking with her long before I knocked her up, I must admit, you know, but hey, you live and you learn, and I don't regret my daughter. I do regret these goddamn circumstances, though. I'll be man enough to say that, boy, because, you know, once again, the only reason I bring this up is because women be screaming how they're single parents. You're not a single parent, you're a single woman, but I pay child support, baby. I pay a lot of child support, baby. And that fact alone makes sure that you can't ever tell nobody you're a single parent. You ain't no single parent. Nah, you're a single woman raising a child, but you ain't no single parent. I won't even allow that. But I say that to say all this, man, is, you know, 100, man, it's just, being a father means something to me. And that's why at the age of, I have a 19-year-old and I also have a 6-year-old. I pour all of everything I wanted to pour into my 19-year-old into the structure of my 6-year-old. That don't mean I love my 19-year-old no less. That is the firstborn. That is my first love, first unconditional. But I know in my heart that I couldn't been a father to you in the times that you needed a father most importantly. Now, I can show you pictures of her being with me since the day she was 3. But a father to her, I wouldn't even lie to myself about that. And if you know me, then you know my situation, and we'll get into that a lot later on a different topic. But at the same time, my 19-year-old was not in my life like that. She wasn't. And when she came in my life, to be 100 with you, shit, it was such a, it was definitely such a, I don't know what you want to call, like always, as always, we will be a man about it. And again, personal situations, personal conversations is what you can expect from Just Be a Man About It. We dig deep. I speak as a man, but not for all men. I would never ever be that conceited. But I am confident enough to know that I represent the 80% that might think it, but I also represent the 20% that will speak on it. You know what I'm saying? So don't judge me because I'm able to speak on it, because if you were honest with yourself, your brother, your daddy, your granddaddy, your favorite uncle, and your male best friend, they all men. They might not tell you. Some of them might not think it. But they are men. And as men, you don't understand the difference, or maybe sometimes you think you understand the difference, but on Just Be a Man About It, I don't talk down to any of my sisters, but I do talk straight at you, and I give it to you raw and uncut like always. But Just Be a Man About It, I get personal, because I relieve in speaking on my own personal. And that's why I had a credential to do a show like this. Because a show like this is what's missing. Somebody coming at you with, I guess, no bullshit. Or more importantly, being able to just stand firm and know you might not like everything I say. Yeah. Everything I say might not be sweet as pie. But what you can understand and more importantly expect from Just Be a Man About It is that it will always be the truth. And unfortunately for most people, they don't realize the truth is a matter of opinion. I didn't say a fact, I said the truth. And the truth comes from a man's heart and what he believes in. And sometimes what you believe in is not in the majority. And I'm okay with that, because I'm not in the majority. I come to you from the heart every week and I speak on different aspects as a man. And fatherhood is a very, very important thing to me. I represent those fathers that don't get all that attention because, again, you give attention to the will that's making the most noise, and it, unfortunately, that's the fathers that don't want to be fathers. Those are the men that don't understand the importance of being in their child's world. I don't represent that small fraction of men, because I truly believe that there's more men that want to be a part of their child's life. Now, I don't excuse y'all brothers that use the baby mama as a problem, or baby mama be tripping. Listen, bruh. Listen, I've been there. My child is 19 years old, and I have fought the good fight all the way through. And I can proudly say that every major achievement, every major moment, I was there for. I was there for. I don't give a damn about the relationship with you and that baby mama, bro. Because if you use that as the only excuse that you have to not be a part of your child, then I can't respect that, my brother. I just can't respect that. Because Just Be a Man About It is all about being a man about it. And that's good, bad, or ugly, because ain't nobody perfect. But excuses only sound good to the person using them. They taste real good coming off your lips. But they are excuses, my brother. And there is no excuse for your child not to know who their father is. I get into it all the time with my BM, or I call her Ari mom. I just say Ari mom. She's good people. I don't call her no BM because she ain't no baby mama. She uses the term loosely when she knows it's gonna get to me when she call me baby daddy, because she know I don't want to be no baby daddy. I am Ariana's father. I am her dad, but I ain't your baby daddy. Just the term, it never really sat right with me. You know what I'm saying? To each his own, but don't call me no baby daddy. I ain't nobody baby daddy. Nah, my first child, I probably was a baby daddy because I was ripping and running the street. So when you tell me that the child ain't mine and you say, oh, this ain't your baby, going about your business, true. 20 years old, man. 21 years old, man. Shit, what? Cool, ain't my baby. But when mama come in town and sit that baby down and hold that baby, I think my mama spent a good hour with my daughter, man. A good hour. And when she came out, she had tears in her eyes and a true answer in her heart that, boy, that's your child. Oh, now you finna see the dog. Now you finna see the dog. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, my brothers, the judicial system don't really like fathers, man. They not activists for us being a part of the child's life. They're activists for us paying back that child support that the state gives your child. Now, I must admit, boy, woof, they would come after me like wolves for that child support. But if I can tell you how many times I made the trip from Orlando, well, actually from Miami to Orlando, just to go to court now, and this chick don't even show up. What? Don't even show up, man. I'm driving way up here just to court. She don't even show up for visitation. What? No problem, we'll reset it. We'll reset it. If I miss court for child support, y'all putting a warrant out for me. No questions asked. Yeah. You don't care that my car broke down. You don't care that I got a flat tire. You don't care that it costs over $50 to make this damn trip just to go to court. You don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? But let me miss a damn court date, man. My ass in jail. And that's funny that I even brought that up, because out of the 5, 6, 7 times I done been to jail, 3 of them is the motherfucking reason behind child support shit. Damn, I know, man. And that shit make a nigga bitter. How dare it not, nigga? You sitting behind bars for your freedom like this benefits my child for me to be locked up in here versus out there trying to find a job, trying to find opportunity. You know, and there's a difference between, let me speak on that now. There's a difference between men that don't want to have nothing to do with their children and a man that can't find a quote unquote job. I was never a job person. You see what I'm saying? I'm very creative. I'm very motivated. I believe in myself, so I didn't have jobs per se. I had a job in high school, but when I got past high school, I didn't want a job per se. I wanted a career, but more importantly, I believed in myself, and I had not just 2 grandfathers, but a father that was a businessman and felt like I could be a businessman. I don't have to work for somebody, but that's a whole nother story. But if I wasn't able to pay that child support, they would put me in jail. Put my ass in jail, y'all, for real, boy. Orange County don't fuck off, boy. They don't play about that shit, boy. Trust me, Florida as a whole. Boy, I remember when Janarino, you know what I'm saying? I was a jit back then. I wasn't on no child support back then, but I remember her at the Martin Luther King parade, man. Janarino started this child support shit where they was coming for brothers. And when she came through the parade, when I tell you they booed this lady, man, when I tell you they booed, I mean they went out their way and was egging this lady's vehicle. She was in the parade and they was egging her vehicle, bruh. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, the benefits of child support, yeah, I guess that's what they trying to do, man. But at the same time, that shit ain't fair. It ain't fair. And any one of you ladies want to come on my show and debate me about it, man, we can definitely discuss it, baby. Because I would really love to hear how you think putting a man in jail versus him trying to find a job is going to be beneficial to his child with him in jail. I'm waiting on that conversation. But until then, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up for the night, man. I thank y'all again for tuning in, as always, because like always, I will be a man about it. So I thank you. Now, if you haven't hit the like button, you haven't subscribed, you gotta ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. You don't want to miss a podcast, do you? All right, then. Holla at your boy. Comment. Say what you gotta say. Feel free, please. I read them all and I respond the most, I must admit. Now, I mean, you know, you gotta give me some time. It's about 3,000 of y'all and it's only one of me. But I'm coming and I'm gonna speak to you because I appreciate the engagement. This is not a show where I'm trying to preach to you. I'm just trying to speak on real life from the aspect of a man. That's all, baby. So if you can respect it, come back for next episode. And if you don't like it, I see you. You know how we do, baby. You can't hate what you ain't watching. So you gotta be watching. You tuned in? Just be a man about it. Bonafide 305 Media. Till next time. Thank you. Mwah.
Your hands up, bitch, put your hands down. If you didn't fuck with me then don't fuck with me now. If you didn't fuck with me then don't fuck with me now. I see you with your hands up. Bitch, put your hands down. I've been grinding, working on these fucking verses for some years. Now they say I'm on my way, check GPS, I'm almost here. Went from long nights to longer nights, but fuck it, I don't care. Either road show or studio, I keep one in me. Money on my mind like I'm doing handstands at the bank. Stay, I'ma let it go hard in the pain. If you ain't with the movement, get the fuck out the way. Cause the go time, nigga, full speed, no brakes. Drop the first tape, make noise, week one. Drop gay bait, nigga thought I was done. Educated, innovative, boy, pay attention, not the forte, make. I remember when most shit was not in our budget, but now we in motion, so now we like fuck it. Pour it up and keep sipping. I ain't even tripping from the first to the nigga with the work in the kitchen. Money over bitches, only fuckers to get it. If a nigga say different, then I ain't fucking with him. First they said I couldn't, then they said I shouldn't. Never scared to get this bread. I built my team and kept it pushing. First they said I couldn't, then they said I shouldn't. Never scared to get this bread. I built my team and kept it pushing. I see you with your hands up. Bitch, put your hands down. If you didn't fuck with me then don't fuck with me now. If you didn't fuck with me then don't fuck with me now. I see you with your hands up. Bitch, put your hands down. I'm not angry or upset, I'm simply just venting. Not thirsty for your attention, that shit not even tempting. You keep swag, I keep fresh. You keep the fame, I keep the check. My brother taught me always keep the text. So don't run up if you wanna keep the chest like bang. Y'all know who I am. Don't ask about no lame niggas, cause they ain't allowed around here. See, it's day counted to the death of me. Real niggas to the right and left of me. Only with day ones I share my weed. Are you rapping that nigga? Get your own trick. See, 305, that's home. But I got love for the O. Cause they showed me love when I was getting on. When the rest of the world said no. Now the rest of the world say go. Cause now they fuck with my flow. On Instagram with your main bitch, but you probably be beside hoe. Let's go. First they said I couldn't, then they said I shouldn't. Never scared to get this bread. I built my team and kept it pushing. First they said I couldn't, then they said I shouldn't. Never scared to get this bread. I built my team and kept it pushing.